Inclusivity is simple, right? It just means including people. Well, when it comes to design, sometimes it's not so simple. How do we create environments and spaces that consider diverse, even conflicting needs that work for as many people as possible? That's what we're here today to discuss in this Mix Roundtable with Tarkett.
I think we need our spaces to be more inclusive because for so long there have been swathes of people who have been simply left out of the environment and not been able to thrive, and that's what we really want. We're learning so much more about the way that our bodies react, the way that our minds work. That's going to give us the opportunities to create personally responsive environments in the future.
I think that inclusive design is about meeting hidden unmet needs. There's a common saying that we don't make the case for building bridges by counting the number of people that swim across a river. So I think when we're trying to think about what works well in inclusive design, we often have a tendency to look at past projects or work that we've done in the past, see how those people are using the spaces, and then use that as a measure of success. But we often don't stop to ask ourselves who's not using this space and why are they not included? Who are those people who are not swimming the river but need a bridge? I think that's a responsibility that we all bear, not just as designers, but in all the decisions that we're making.
The more diverse our sector, as in architecture and in interiors, higher, the more we're actually learning directly from our own team. We can actually look more towards sectors like hotels because they're actually leading the way. You find that hotels are naturally bringing in commercial, hospitality and residential within the space.
As an industry, design has the responsibility to lead the way. I think quite often a client will believe that to make a truly inclusive environment, it's going to cost a huge amount more. It's going to increase their budget. But we can look at lots of different ways that we can manage that. And it's using things, for example, colour. How we choose colours, that's not actually going to cost you any more money, and yet it can have such a significant impact on the way that we experience the environment.
Designing, especially in the built environment, is inherently complicated, messy, multidisciplinary. So, of course, bringing together the widest range of disciplines at the start of the process is going to be a good start. The test of a good process, of a good design process, is can it be challenged by different perspectives and views, and can that challenge improve it? That's the multidisciplinary way of working. I think also that we increasingly in a challenging environment, a climate crisis, biodiversity and nature crisis, that actually we have to think beyond just people as users. We actually need to start to think of animals, of plants, of the flows of water and nature and so on. We also need to think of those kind of as future users that are very difficult to predict. So we need to bring all of that into a good design process.